Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Sami here. Today we are gonna see, what if Naruto absorbs the God Tree, part 2. Hope you'll enjoy this video. So before we start, please subscribe to our channel, and like this video. So let's get into the video. 5 years later, Konohagakure no Sato. It has been 5 years since the Kyuubi attack, and the village has returned to its former state. This is a time of peace, no monster destroying houses or ninjas from other villages attacking their homes. Most people are happy, as this is the time of prosperity for the Leaf. However, despite the good things that happened, the villagers haven't yet let go of their hatred for the beast that attacked their village 5 years ago. They harbor hatred for the monster so great that they are more than willing to do anything in order to hurt the beast, even if it was by proxy. October 10th, Kyuubi's defeat anniversary. The village is busy. This day is very special. Today is the day the fourth saves the village. The village is covered by decoration, and people selling merchandise like a figure of Yondaime standing atop of Kyuubi's head, a Yondaime-shaped candy, even a puppet show imported from Sunagakure. Everyone looks so happy, everyone except for one little boy. His name is Naruto Uzumaki. He was an orphan of the Kyuubi attack. His height is about 120 centimeters, had spiky blonde hair, dark blue eyes, and in each cheek he had 3 whiskers marks, a birthmark. He was wearing a white shirt with short sleeves, an orange twirl in his back, and a black pants. Despite looking like a normal boy, apart from his height and whisker marks, he was hated and despised by the village. Why? Because he is the Jinchuriki of Kyuubi, a painful reminder of their dark past, of their relative, lover, or friend's death, you name it. By the age of 4 he was forced to live in the street, going from one trash can to the other, because the orphanage kicked him out. He lived that life for about a month before the Anbu found him beaten by an adult for protecting himself against the adult's child. The only one he can call family and trust is Sandaime Hokage, who he saw like a grandfather figure, who he gives his best to help Naruto, even if he can't be there for him. He gave him a small apartment and monthly allowance, but still the villager kept chasing, and beat him to a pulp, only for him to be healed again in less than a week. No store accepted him, some beat him before throwing him to the street, gave him rotten goods, doubled the price, and the rest outright robbed him. They didn't try to kill him in broad daylight, though, as the Uchiha was always watching. The Uchiha were neutral. For them, Naruto Uzumaki was the thin barrier that held the menace that was the Kyuubi. That's why they wouldn't let him die. Today, however, the villagers were bolder, courtesy of a certain bird from a certain organization. Bayou Demon, said a blonde-haired woman before screeching like a banshee. Finish what Yondaime started. Shut another villager feeling like a warrior doing righteous mission. Let's burn him up like how he burned our village, shouted a spiky-haired man. Naruto, still running for his life, pleaded to them, stop, please, what did I ever do to any of you people? His legs start to give away, but he isn't going to stop, no matter what he has to survive. Stop with your damn demon. You know damn well what you did to us. You killed my brother, father, and my wife. One of the villagers shouting while the other villagers roared their approval. That day the third bewitched you, but not us. We will finish you. Finish him. Finish what Yondaime started, said a spiky-haired man, as he charged and threw an empty bottle, which missed its target. The owner of the said organization, Danzo, was trying to make Naruto unleash his power, so he could be deemed dangerous, and the Hokage would have no option left but leaving Naruto in his care. He wasn't wrong. Later Naruto would have unleashed his power, just not when he expected. A ninja appeared in front of Naruto, yanking his collar and smashing him down to the ground. They began to beat every inch of Naruto's body. He tried to escape the pain by shutting off his senses, but not only it didn't help, it also made the mobs even more violent. The ninja that caught him earlier stopped the mass, saying he wanted the honor of killing the demon. This is for my son, said the ninja, as he unsheathed his sword. Come on, we're waiting. One of the villagers sneered, as others laughed at it like he just cracked a funny joke. Die. The ninja slashed the boy, cleaving Naruto's body into 2. Blood spurted everywhere, and everyone cheered, that is until they realized that the ninja just cleaved a signboard. Well, look what we got here. It took only 5 years for the Hokage to be gone, and everything went back to the stone era, said Naruto from the roof with his eyes closed. He was speaking with a voice that was awfully similar to the ninja that was about to cleave him. Damn demon. Get back here. One of the mob threw a rake towards him, but strangely, the rake stopped mid-air and landed harmlessly to the ground. Looks like little Naruto got himself a good Jinkai, said the being that used Naruto's body, amused. Sorry, but this show got to end. I have to talk to someone important. Naruto's right eye opened, revealing its red color, and instantly the mobs were put in. Naruto landed gracefully in the middle of the sleeping bodies, right before his knees gave out, as the will that controlled it left his body. Naruto's mindscape. Naruto woke up in what seemed to be a sewer. There were pipes in every wall, and the floor was filled with water reaching his ankle. He wandered through corridors, wondering where he was when he heard a soft male voice calling him. Follow my voice, the strange voice said. Naruto didn't know who said that, but his gut told him to follow this voice. After walking for a couple of minutes, Naruto found himself staring at a big iron door with vertical bars. The middle of the door was a small piece of paper with a kanji for seal. He looked inside the cage, though it seemed empty, but an ominous feeling emanated from it. "Hello Naruto," said the voice. Naruto jumped back surprised, and noticed a man leaning on the cage's door. Naruto observed the man carefully. The man was about 190 centimeters in height, had spiky blonde hair with two bangs that framed his face. His lean frame was covered with a full body, dark blue suit, and standard Jonin flak jacket, along with a white Haori Naruto knew too well. "Yondaime Hokage?" asked Naruto. There is no mistaking it, the Haori he had seen in books, the baddest flaming Haori with kanji for Yondaime that he idolized. "Yes Naruto, my name is Minato Namikaze, and I am Yondaime Hokage," he said, looking at the kid in front of him, and wondering how it happened so soon. Naruto seen 5 at the most. What kind of horror he went through, as a Jinchuriki that he had to awaken the Sharingan at this age, not even the Hokage could imagine. "How? You were supposed to be dead. Am I dead too?" Naruto asked. Shaking his head, Minato replied, "No, thankfully you are not dead, but unfortunately I am." "But if you are dead, then where am I? And how do you know my name?" Naruto wondered what the hell was going on. "Naruto, I'm going to explain everything to you, listen closely, okay?" he asked, to which Naruto nodded. "We are inside your mind, this is your mindscape, it's basically a representation of your mind in physical form, understand?" Naruto nodded. "Now, I am the will of the late Yondaime given physical form sealed inside you, still with me." Naruto wanted to ask something, but Minato put his forefinger to Naruto's lips. "We'll get back to that later, okay, and for your last question, how can I forget my only son's name?" Naruto's eyes widened, realizing what his idol just said. "Yes Naruto, I am your father," Minato said with a small smile. Naruto froze when he heard that. "No, it can't be, Jiji told me he didn't know who my parents were." Naruto. "How? How can you be my father?" "Jiji said he didn't know, you are Hokage, right? You should be famous." "And why? Why do the villagers treat me like a disease?" Naruto asked in disbelief. "I have many enemies." Naruto and Sandaime-sama know it's for the best to hide this information. As for the second one, Minato started explaining, but he was cut by a voice booming from inside the cage. "A lancer," said the voice before 2 gigantic red eyes seen from the cage. "He's a massive chakra, we can't be destroyed, nor we can be killed permanently, so he sealed me inside you. I am Kyuubi no Kitsune, the very same who destroyed your village," said Kyuubi. Naruto, frozen in his place before he muttered, "So it's true, I'm Kyuubi, I'm a mons." Before Naruto can talk more, Yondaime cut him. "No, you're my son, not the Kyuubi, not a monster, you're my son, he is your tenant, and for the record he wasn't the enemy." "Huh?" Naruto was puzzled by the last statement. Kyuubi said, "No need to fear me, little boy, I'm not going to hurt you, I didn't even want to destroy your village, I was forced, I'm neither as wild or destructive as the villagers told their children." Minato nodded before continuing where Kyuubi left off, explaining the night the Kyuubi attacked, the night he was born, how his mother was actually a Jinchuriki, and attacked by a masked man, and how the masked man controlled the Kyuubi. Naruto finally understood why his father sealed Kyuubi inside him, and understood Kyuubi's situation, only nodded. He said, "I'm still angry with you, but I understand the reason, sort of. I guess I have to thank you for trusting me with the Kyuubi." "Dad," Naruto murmured the last part while turning his face away. Seeing his son's maturity, Minato only raised an eyebrow, but before he said anything the Kyuubi said, "It's Kurama." Naruto was startled by Kurama, who was silent from the moment Minato began his tale. "Are you deaf?" "I said it's Kurama, that's my name." "Also, here." Kurama held up his hand, initiating a fist bump. Naruto reluctantly accepted it, and suddenly he felt an unimaginable warm feeling coursing through his body. "The thing you're feeling right now is my chakra, learn to control it, and we might talk business," said Kurama before he retreated to the darkness that was his cage. Minato is proud of his son, not even his wife Kushina, capable of synchronizing with Kyuubi to this extent. "Naruto, focus to your eyes, tell me, what do you see?" Naruto did as he was told, and replied, "I saw blue aura covering your body, and red aura covering Kurama's cage." Minato nodded before saying, "Good, now pay attention to what I'm about to say, I can't stay here too long." "Why?" "I still want to talk, I want to know about Mom, about our family." Naruto's mood went south. "Well, I want to, but you see the technique I used is very dangerous." Minato's last words piqued his interest. "Dangerous? Was it the flashy things they told us in the books?" Naruto's eyes widened. After what he read in books about the Force legendary use of the Flying Thunder God, he didn't know that there was something else that could be even more dangerous. "How do I explain this to a kid?" Minato muttered under his breath until he remembered his time limit. "Okay, so you see, I would have sealed my chakra, and Kushina's chakra at the time of the sealing, but I can't because I haven't mastered the art. So I use a forbidden delay, designed to take over one's body. It only activates when one of these events happens, awakening your Sharingan or attaining Chunin's rank. If I stay here too long my will would overtake your mind, and change your mind to a clone of me, explained Minato, who is now taking a giant load of air, though he knew he didn't need one. Ha. The point is if I stay, you'll die. Naruto. Minato gave him the brief and hard truth. It's not fair. His head bowed, and clearly teardrops were running to the pool that was the Nine-Tails cage. Minato, in his attempt to lighten his son's burden, ruffled Naruto's hair, and said, "Sorry Naruto, but sometimes we can't have anything we want." "Well, though you cannot stay, I'm still happy to meet you," said Naruto, as he tried to smile, and wipe his tears with his sleeve. "That's my boy," said Minato, proud of his son's maturity, though he couldn't really afford to since time was catching up to them. "Now listen." For the next 15 minutes Minato taught him about his clan Kekkei Genkai, excluding Mangekyou Sharingan, location for scroll about his Kekkei Genkai in his home, and how to gain access to that place. For the last one he asked Naruto, "Do you know who Madara Uchiha is? And have you ever heard of Hitomi Namikaze?" Kyuubi growled, hearing Madara's name, clearly showing distaste for the late Uchiha. "Yes, I know both of them are legendary, Madara for being co-founder of the village, and one of the wielder of the famed Blaze release. Unique even in the Uchiha clan, while Hitomi Namikaze for being the second fastest ninja in her time for her skill in her clan's swift release, which rivaled the likes of Raikage's, and since she was the last Namikaze you must be her son," said Naruto. Impressed with Naruto's answer, Minato decided to give him the secret. Well, no history book ever recorded that Madara Uchiha survived his battle with Hashirama at Valley of the End, nor Hitomi Namikaze for being Madara's wife, said Minato, as he activated his Sharingan. Naruto's eyes widened before he realized he was your father. Naruto exclaimed out loud. "Yes Naruto, he is my father, he is the reason why you can see us bathed in chakra, because you inherited his," said Minato. "Wow, with your son being the mighty Kiroi Cinco, Yellow Flash, Madara Uchiha being my Jiji, Grandpa, and Hitomi Namikaze being my Bachin, Grandma, there's no way I won't become Hokage, believe it," said Naruto, pumping his fist into the air. Minato almost laughed when he heard the Uzumaki's verbal tick. "I have no doubt you will, Naruto," said Minato, ruffling his only son's hair. He wanted to talk more with his son, but then he felt his own chakra getting wilder, and was currently trying to dominate his son's body. He decided it was time for him to go, forming a ram seal he said Kai, and suddenly his body enveloped in white ore. "Naruto, my time is up, remember what I will tell you, don't come to the Uchiha clan, I know you want a family, but they won't see you as one. They will see you as a weapon. Don't be arrogant about Sharingan. Don't tell anyone that you're my son, at least till you can protect yourself, and anyone dear to you since I have a lot of enemies. Sorry Naruto, our meeting is short, remember Kase-san, and Two-san love you." Always with those words Minato Namikaze's will disappear. "I love you too Dad," said Naruto tearfully. But then here comes Kurama, breaking the mood. "Naruto, the Hokage panicked because you haven't woken up yet." With those words he pushed Naruto from his mindscape. Hospital room. Naruto woke up thinking everything that happened in his mindscape is a dream. "I must be dreaming, what a crazy dream." Suddenly a growl made him flinch. "I'm inside you, and I saw all of them." Naruto jumped comically while yelling what? Kurama speaks inside his head. "Don't be so loud, if you want to speak to me just think, if the Hokage was here, he'll try to seal me completely." Naruto grinned sheepishly. "Haha, sorry," thought Naruto. Suddenly his room opened, and there his grandfather walked to him, though his face is calm, as always, Naruto can't see in his eyes, they are full of worry and sadness. "Are you alright Naruto?" asked Hiruzen, using his grandfather voice. Naruto smiled an assuring smile. "Yes Chichi, I'm alright, just a bad dream." "Naruto, do you remember what happened?" Sandaime asked him. Even though there was no casualty, the Anbu found that the villagers were put to sleep along with Naruto. Either someone was helping him or it could be Kyuubi taking over his mind. Probably the former since he couldn't sense Kyuubi's chakra when it happened. Naruto said the truth. "I remember them punching me, then I forget." "Thank you Naruto, now get back to rest, you want to get tall don't you?" Hokage distracted Naruto, he didn't want him to relive such a horrible event. Naruto nodded, and fell asleep again. Unknown to the Hokage, he was back to the cage again, this time with his own will. 2 days later at the Hokage office. Naruto decided that going through the front door will only bring bad taste to his mouth. The Hokage's secretary is not exactly fond of him, so he leaped from one roof to the other, and slept to the office using a window. Sandaime Hokage was busy with paperwork, but he was by no means unguarded. He sensed familiar chakra, he silently gave order to his hiding Anbu to stay at their place, since he knew this chakra belonged to Naruto. "Hey old man," said Naruto, his voice much more cheerful than 2 days ago. Hiruzen smiled. Only one boy ever came to his office through windows in the past, and this child before him was very similar to the other. "Hello Naruto, is there anything I can do for you?" "Don't tell me you used all of your money to buy ramen again," said Sandaime chuckling. Naruto smiled for a second before his face turned serious. "Chichi, I need to talk to you privately." "Sure Naruto, go ahead," said the old Hokage. "No, there are people here, might be you or else you're about to be assassinated," said Naruto. The Hokage face remained composed, however, inside his mind he was surprised Naruto is a sensor type, thought Hiruzen. Giving his order to the Anbu squad protecting him to quickly get out of his office. Now they are truly alone. Naruto asked Hiruzen, I want my birthright, Jiji. Before Hiruzen opened his mouth, Naruto cut him, his voice cold. Don't lie to me, Jiji, I already know about them, my father, my mother. Now I want my birthright. How do you know? Who told you? Asked Hiruzen, surprised. Naruto started explaining his encounter while keeping some information secret. Madara, Sharingan. Minato, always the genius, even at death's door he's able to plan this far ahead. Shame you had to die. Minato thought of the old Hokage, lamenting his successor's demise. So what now? You will tell everyone of your true identity. Revenge on me. Believe. The villager asked Hokage. He knows that Naruto may think he is betrayed by his grandfather figure, and no one can judge him. After all, the village causes him harm the most, rather than the enemy village. No, Jiji said to Naruto affectionately, I can't hate the villagers, they're just stupid. I can't hate you either. Two-Sen said that you are always the soft one, everyone sees you as a father figure, but the civilians used it against you. I only want to visit my parents' house, and study their scrolls a little. Right now I don't have enough power to reveal my heritage, they will hunt me. Smiling at Naruto's answer, Hiruzen then said, you're more mature than I thought. Alright, I let you go. Their house is at the eastern part of the village. People rarely go there because they all thought that he lived in my compound. Well, he only visit me, and teleport to his house actually. The gate is keyed with Uzumaki or Namikaze's blood, and chakra. In 1 minute you need to unlock the door with this key, or the defense system will recognize you as the enemy. Nodding his head, Naruto then said, okay Jiji, see you around. But then he sensed a well-hidden chakra near a bookcase. He almost missed it if not because of the metallic object the ninja carried. Naruto gave Hiruzen a sign, earning him Hokage's flabbergasted expression, and the opportunity of being a spectator to the Hokage's still amazing if somewhat diminished ability. Hiruzen gave the spy the beating of his life, earning him Naruto's admiration for his swift and graceful move, despite wearing the robe. Hiruzen was baffled. He didn't know how Naruto was able to sense someone so well hidden even from himself, but Naruto only said that he felt it from a metallic object in the intruder's pocket. Shinobi no Kami rubbed his head muttering, I'm just too old for this shit, making Naruto's sweat dropped. His Anbu rushed to the office, only to see Hiruzen examining the intruder. Apparently this guy was from Danzo's roots. Oh well, bring him to Ibiki, and after that dispose of him. I don't want him to leak S-rank information to Root, said Hiruzen to his Anbu. Turning his head to Naruto, he said to Naruto, remember this is S-rank information. You will not tell this to anybody, especially a certain one-eyed crippled old man wrapped in bandages, okay? Hi Hokage-sama, said Naruto, mimicking the Anbu. Seeing this, Hiruzen only chuckled before dismissing Naruto. It's been 4 years since the revelation. Naruto trained rigorously since then. Reading his parents' scrolls, he learned many things ranging from Nintaija, Iryo Ninjutsu, medical technique, ninjutsu, barrier technique, even Juinjoots curse seals. His mother's scroll was the most helpful, because from this scroll he learned his most sacred, Kage Bunshin no. Apparently his mother used to be sucked into chakra control because of her status as a member of the Uzumaki clan. Sarutobi Hiruzen, in all of his wisdom, teaches her Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, which she abused so much that Kurama himself had to work very hard to filter her clone's mind, or she would damage her brain permanently. All of this crazy feat owes to the fact that she is an Uzumaki, and container of Kurama. Like his mother, Naruto uses Kage Bunshin to speed up his training, though unlike her he can create more because his chakra coil can withstand Kyuubi's demonic chakra, while his mother can only contain him. Naruto has been submerged in chakra since his conception, making his body very resistant to the damage, though he still has trouble because Kurama said that he still can't filter his collection of hatred that attach itself in his chakra, so only permit him one tail at most. Thanks to his lineage and status he can create thousands upon thousands of clones, but Kurama's warning made him limit himself to 100 clones at most during training. While her mother can't withstand more than 25 memories, his limit was 4 times that of his mother, thanks to his blood which enabled him to process information at a faster rate. His ninjutsu is high level. He managed to perform in a rank ninjutsu at the mere age of 9, though he still needed his shadow clone, since his chakra control wasn't that great. In jutsu without Sharingan he can only use demonic illusion full surrounding, though his illusion can't be easily broken because of his potent chakra, and for his taijutsu, he managed himself to mid-chunin. He used a mixture of Uchiha clan's interceptor style and Namikaze clan's lightning strike which employs speed disabling others' attack, and fast counter-attack. His is intermediate level, though he still can't use just his hands to use complex seals without drawing them. To compensate he used his magnet release to manipulate Quicksilver to write a seal, then activate it with lightning chakra. He also learned from the Hokage's scrolls various Bukijutsu ranging from Shuriken Jutsu to Kusari Gamajutsu. For his Kenjutsu however he decided to honor the Uzumaki clan. He learned about it from the Uzumaki scroll containing their personal style. Apparently it requires the user to have great dexterity, since this style incorporates a lot of acrobatic movement. While he is capable of using almost all weapons proficiently, his favorite is actually a combat style from puppetry technique. He found a scroll about this technique when he was doing D-rank mission. Flashback, 2 years and a month ago, Naruto age, almost 7. Hokage office. They can hear a shouting match in front of his office door. Apparently his secretary refused to let Naruto enter, and they are shouting to each other. Rubbing his temples, he raised his voice a little, let him in, and took a day off, said the. Hello Naruto, is there anything I can help you with? Asked the old shinobi. To his surprise, Naruto requested a D-rank mission. They found this amusing since the only one who can ask missions are shinobi, and Naruto wasn't a shinobi, not formally anyway. Sorry Naruto, well I'd love to, I can't, you're not shinobi yet, said the old. Naruto thought a little before saying, Gigi, they are chores, and I don't want to keep leeching to you, I want to be independent like Toussaint. Smiling proudly at Naruto's motivation, he decided that although it will produce paperworks, he will help Naruto. Alright, I will give you cash for the D ranks, and I will record it under one of my Anbu name. When you are Genin, I'll The next 3 days. Naruto wasn't disappointed. The constant use of Kage Bunshin that made him able to make twice as much as Hokage's allowance, much to Hiruzen's dismay. He felt happy helping people even though these people are the same ones who love to beat him up. But thing he had learned henge, or else these people might stab him in the back, that won't end well. Now he is helping a farmer harvesting their crops since the owner is sick. While harvesting, he walks into a rusty hidden door underneath the earth, and falls. Quickly activating his Sharingan, he managed to dodge a wire connected to exploding tags, saving his ass. Landing safely, he saw stairs spiraling downwards. Thanks to his Sharingan's enhanced vision, he managed to go through without triggering the traps, and finally he stood in front of a metal door. Opening it, he immediately puked. What the fuck? Whoever did this is a twisted insane son of a bitch, thought Naruto, as he saw 3 people fused into one being grotesquely. He decided to further investigate the place until he arrived near a door with a sign library. When he opened it, he saw an empty room, like it was deserted, but he found something interesting. A scroll with the symbol scorpion on it. Reading it for a while, he was surprised. This is a puppetry technique from he knew that he hit a jackpot. Combining the puppet with his seals could be his ultimate card against strong enemies. After sealing the scroll inside his storage seal, he wandered an area that looked like a laboratory filled with broken glasses, strange liquid, what looked like another chimera, and many blood vials. The smell is familiar, but then seeing that makes him know who the owner is. There stood a head composed of many little snakes. The only one who can do this kind of shit and use snake summon is none other than Orochimaru himself, but there is something else catching his attention. Hashirama Madara Tobarama Izuna Minato Kashina Mito Shiro Mamoru 3, said Naruto did not believe what he had seen. These names are legendary, and what's worse is that those names are on blood vials, except the vial with the name Izuna, which is a lock of hair. Damn Orochimaru, what is he trying to achieve with these bloods? Naruto was very angry since his family's name was there. He chose to seal it inside his storage seal. He knows of one darkness that will use these blood for evil. Beside the blood vials, he found some kind of journal, and when he read it, he finally understood what that perverted man wanted to achieve. That crazy bastard, he's trying to become the second coming of Rakugo Sennin. Hokage office. Hiruzen was having a normal day in his office, and by normal means that he was cursing Minato for leaving him with the paperwork that seemingly came out of nowhere, and what's worse is he knew Minato took to his grave the secret to beat paperwork. While he was cursing, suddenly Naruto burst through the door. Old man Naruto started, I think I found one of your snaky student old bases. His pipe fell from his hands, and he yelled, what? I was doing one of the D rank, which is harvesting crops, when I walked into a rusty door, and I found his laboratory. There are many kinds of abominations there, luckily they are all dead, said Naruto. Anbu, he said, and in front of him appeared an Anbu with a weasel mask, kneeling before awaiting his orders. Bring me Tenzo and Anko. Hi, Hokage-sama, the Anbu said, and vanished in a puff of smoke. They turned to Naruto. You're a clone, aren't you? He asked. Phone memory hit him, so he quickly went outside, and waited. A male Anbu and a female arrived. The man asked, are you Naruto Uzumaki? Nodding his head, the man said, you're to meet immediately. Naruto nodded again, and left, but before leaving the woman blocked his path, and asked, where's your headband? Naruto said, I'm orphan, and Hokage Jiji give me permission to do D-rank mission, and now I'm here in your former sensei old base. You know me? Asked Anko, shocked. She wasn't that well known to kids, though very popular among Anbu and Jonin alike. Who doesn't? After all, you're the only one in the hole who uses snakes after he left, said Naruto, like it's a very common information. Well, he just loves history. Before Anko talked again, Tenzo said, come on Anko, we have a mission, and immediately Anko jumped to the hole. Naruto, seeing that, only turned around, and ran to Hokage's office. Hokage's office. Let me get this straight, you do a D rank, and somehow end up opening my Orochimaru's hideout? Asked Hiruzen Sarutobi. Yes, Naruto said. I don't know what to say. You're lucky though. Orochimaru isn't someone who leave his hideout without protection, said Sandaime before he continued. I upgrade this mission to S rank. You will never tell this to anybody. You're not going to write it in your diary. And the most important is never go back there. Understand? Yes, Sandaime-sama said Naruto like the weasel Anbu. Smiling to Naruto he said take the rest of the day off. No more D rank. You're already rich with this mission alone anyway. Nodding at he leave the office, almost skipping since he got a great technique to learn while Sandaime's still on his chair muttering paperwork. Sigh, Naruto, you have no idea the amount of paperwork produced for your D rank, said Hiruzen Sarutobi crying in I'm tears. Paperwork someday I will find a way to beat you, said the old man, laughing madly like one of his pedophile old students. Flashback over. The content of the scroll is a little disturbing. One of them is about turning humans into puppets, but the rest is acceptable and applicable. After 2 years studying the scroll can create combat puppets now, although he still needs to use it with both of his hands, there's always Kage Bunshin to help him. One of his recent puppets, and the one he considered a masterpiece was Shinigami. It looked like the Grim Reaper, wearing a cloak and a scythe, and a white scary face. Imagine the Shinigami from Naruto Road to Ninja. In its side there's a chakra-absorbing seal. If he channels his chakra into the seal, a chakra-absorbing barrier will activate. It can also swing its scythe to create a blade-like barrier that absorbs chakra while cutting the opponent. From the academy he found the only thing worth learning is henge, and since his sensei except Iruka always tried to flunk his grade, none of them teach him anything but shitty skill. He's okay with this though. He has learned from the best that deception is shinobi's greatest tool. The academy instructor named Mizuki always tried to teach him his special taijutsu style, which really is just a brawling type of fighting, but he always said that he wasn't interested. Mizuki couldn't care less because for him it's even better since the reason he teaches him is to make sure the demon brat stays weak. Naruto has no willingness to learn, it's even better from his perspective. In class Naruto always acts like he is a lonely boy seeking attention, however only those closest to him know his true face, not his mask. There, Sasuke Uchiha, Shino Apurum, and Shikamaru are. How come the emo boy knew his true self? Well, here's how it happened. Flashback. 1 year ago. After the clan massacre. Naruto was walking to a lake where he usually meditated, and let his imagination run wild, so he had ideas for his puppets. But this day his spot got a special guest, Sasuke Uchiha. Usually he will react harshly to him, but considering his whole family is killed by his brother, he can't be a bitch. It's calm here right, Sasuke? Said Naruto approaching Sasuke. Sasuke snaps back to reality, he was thinking about his dead family. Why are you here, dope? Asked Sasuke irritated by Naruto's presence. I like this place, Sasuke. This place gives me a sense of tranquility, said Naruto. Who are you? Naruto wouldn't act like this, said Sasuke a bit wary. He thought that Naruto is Danzo's pawn onto Naruto, shame he can't check it with his Sharingan, since he hasn't awakened them. What you see is your illusion of me, Sasuke, this is me, the one I hide from others, said Naruto. Doesn't change the fact that you're still a dope, said Sasuke arrogantly. Chen said Naruto in a total style taunting Sasuke, if you can't see through my simple illusion, how you gonna defeat him? His illusion exceeds mine. Shut up. I will gain power to defeat him. I am Sasuke Uchiha, and I will kill him, and revive my clan, declared Sasuke. Naruto, though impressed by his determination, is irritated by his wrong motivation, and the fact that almost all wielders are blind to the truth. Alright, meet me tonight at Training Ground Zero, there I will show you why your reality is an illusion, Naruto said before going home, making Sasuke even angrier. Kurama knowing what Naruto up to offer him his opinion. Are you sure, Naruto? They can never be trusted. Their clan fated to betray each other, said Kurama within his mind. I know, but I have this feeling that he might be able to rise beyond our clan's curse, Naruto said through their mental link. Knowing that Naruto already made up his mind, Kurama only said, just watch your back, your father entrusted me to take care of you. Nodding his head, Naruto went to Tuchi for ramen. Training Ground Zero. Sasuke, with his pride, as in will never back down from anyone challenge, and how could he back down? His opponent is nothing more than the dope in class, showing a smile to everyone like an idiot. However, in the deepest part of his mind he knows that Naruto has something that makes him tremble in fear. Where is the bastard? I'll never let him go after everything he said. I will defeat him, and rebuild my clan. I will defeat everyone between me and him. I will show him the clan's power. Still thinking about utterly defeating and humiliating Naruto, he didn't notice Naruto coming behind him, trying to kick his head. But luckily he fell at the last moment, and ducked before Naruto's right foot connected with the back of his head. Showing the clan's trademark arrogant smirk he said. Are you so desperate that you have to come to me from behind, dope? As expected from the worst, resorting to cheat to defeat someone with more skill. Spare me your arrogant speech, Sasuke. We are shinobi, we cheat and lie all the time, and speaking of cheating, I see you haven't awakened those cheating eyes of yours, said Naruto calmly. I don't need to use Sharingan to defeat you. said Sasuke before engaging him into jutsu. Sasuke tried to throw a punch with his left fist, but Naruto caught his fist before striking Sasuke's chin, which reflected Sasuke trying to catch Naruto's first, but suddenly he found himself lying on grass with his rear and his crotch in pain. Before Sasuke's right hand is able to catch his fist, Naruto instead grabs it with his striking hand and kicks him in the crotch before throwing him to the air, and proceeds to kick him in his ass with such force that Sasuke lands a few meters away. Ups shouldn't have done that, don't want to make the last stay last, right Sasuke? Naruto said playfully. Sasuke, full of rage, come to him so fast that Naruto raised his right eyebrow. That speed is not academy or genius, it seems he is working his ass off much more than I predicted, thought Naruto, impressed by the Uchiha's performance. This time Sasuke suddenly disappeared and reappeared in the air before throwing several shuriken at Naruto, but Naruto, using his magnet release, catch every single one of them with hands before throwing it back, shocking Sasuke. How can he think of Sasuke, as he knew that when Itachi was his age Itachi never did that, he could only dodge them easily, but not catch them. Sasuke pulls kunai from his pouch and deflects the shurikens, ironically his very own shurikens. It seems you can handle one, said Naruto before making hand seal for Shadow Clone. Now let's see if you can handle two, said Naruto, starting to laugh maniacally before proceeding to Sasuke with a barrage of kicks and punches. Shit, how can he make a solid clone? Thought Sasuke before jump back and doing hand seals for his clan's signature. Kaiten, Kakaku unleashing a medium-sized fireball dispelling Naruto's clone. Responding in kind, Naruto uses magnet release, instantaneous seal writing. Creating a seal that unleashes scroll, opening the scroll he said Suiten, Shinjeki. From the scroll comes out a gigantic body of water that form a wall protecting Naruto from Sasuke's attack. While Sasuke can't see him, he uses magnet release again to create seals, revealing a device which looks like a lion's head before saying chakra cannon. The lion head opens its mouth, and from the mouth comes a pure chakra shaped into a ball which blasts through his water wall and hits Sasuke in his chest. Dazed Sasuke tried to get up, but then Naruto sit on his chest and putting a kunai around his neck. Yield, said Naruto. Sasuke, knowing he lost, only nodded. Naruto get up and offering him a hand. Sasuke though felt his pride hurt, accept his hand and get up. How can you be so strong? Asked Sasuke, almost like a whisper. Because I'm doing something with the right reason, said Naruto. And what is it, demands Sasuke, tired of Naruto's vague answer. To help and protect others, said Naruto firmly. Before continuing, I fight you in order to help you realize what true power is, not from hatred, but from protecting others. Sasuke, not believing what he heard, said, and why are you trying to help me? For what benefit? Nothing, I am an orphan, Sasuke, and orphans help each other. Since you are now an orphan, I want to help you. I can't help but think that you are family. Shocked by Naruto's answer, he can't speak. He almost can't believe those words, if not for the honesty Naruto's face showed. Naruto, noticing Sasuke's blank look, said, "Oi team, snap out of it. You look like someone about to get a heart attack. Don't you want to marry lots of women and revive the clan?" Sasuke's face turned red. He had never thought about polygamy before. Got a nice idea, didn't you? Joked Naruto, making Sasuke's face turn even redder like a tomato. Tell you what, we can train together. We'll train together until you become as strong as your Namesake-4, said Naruto, this time serious. Then how strong do you want to be? Strong. Rakuto Sennin, of course, said Naruto, grinning like a madman. Sasuke's lip very talented. He was able to cleverly incorporate them to his fighting style. He makes storage seals a very deadly tool. Now he wears headbands. One hides a storage seal with countless weapons inside. Library. They tested their elemental affinity. Sasuke and Naruto were shocked. According to a book, a ninja begin with one affinity, and it's very rare for one born with two strong affinity. But Sasuke have lightning as his primary and fire as his secondary, while Naruto's primary affinity is Sennin's. Flashback, 3 years ago. Naruto, resting after his training, chooses to meditate to enter his mindscape. There he met the great Kyuubi no Yuko reading a gigantic book. Curiously he asked Kurama, what is that book? Kurama, realizing that Naruto was there. Actually the book comes from the mind of his previous host Kushina Uzumaki, and it is not a history book. It's a goddamn smut that the third read because secretly she was a pervert like him. But Naruto must never know about this, or Kushina will descend from the pure world to beat him for a lifetime. Kurama, tell me about the and Senju's past. You lived for a long time, so you should know, right? Asked Naruto, oblivious to the fact that it lied to him. Well yeah, I know about their history, and since you asked so nicely I'll tell you, said Kurama. A long time ago there was a beast so strong that many suspected it. This monster would be known to you humans as Yubi. What? But I thought there were only 9, Naruto said, shocked. Just listen to the story, kid, or I'll take a nap, said Kurama, annoyed being cut by. He is known to you humans as Rakuto Sennin, the wielder of Rinnegan. Naruto's eyes whitened. Pride. Pride for being like his ancestor, pride for his lineage, but at the same time humiliation. His sacrifice is in no way greater than Rakuto Sennin. Later Rakuto Sennin had two sons of Rikudo's talent. Being Rakuto's son, but receiving none of his talent. Sound sung his mother's talent. This is what happened to him too, said Kurama. Apparently he respected the younger brother. With his power, Indra was full of pride. He knew that other people couldn't beat him. On the other hand, the younger brother Ashura worked very hard to catch up to his older brother, and he asked for help from other parts, and gave them names. As you might have guessed, one of them is me. The sage told all of us including Indra to follow Ashura's way. After saying this, Kurama's gaze hardened. Indra thought that it was impossible to achieve peace with love and cooperation, but the sage refused his opinion. Indra loved his eyes. He would have seen sadness in his eyes. Indra and Ashura were close to him when he was young. Realizing he needed help, he used a ritual to create what you called as the what? So it shouts Naruto, shocked at the revelation. I'll explain after I finish the story, okay? Indra, jealous of Ashura because of our action, awakened a very sinister power born from his spiritual energy. The battle continued, and we, tired of the endless bloodshed, chose to hide in the Wilming their line. They bear the names, and instead of Satsuki like their fathers, and in time the knowledge blood ritual. Well, what's the difference anyway? My father and others can achieve Sharingan, their Mangekyou Sharingan. These eyes can only achieved when the Uchiha has experienced powerful emotion, the pure efficient emotion, which is through pain of losing those close to them, and unfortunately for half-blood after by taking the eyes of someone with Mangekyou, preferably from someone of same blood like siblings or parents. Hearing this, Naruto's expression twisted disgust. He is relieved though that he is not half-blood. Naruto is in his class thinking about the last 4 years. I never know I can go this far, thought Naruto. Maybe soon people will acknowledge me for who I am. Naruto was still having flashbacks when whacked his head, and said Naruto stop daydreaming. Sorry sensei, it will never happen again, said Naruto rubbing his head. If I got 100 Ryo for every time you say that, it will amount S-rank mission set, earning laugh from the class. Well, life is good for Naruto, but he can't wait for his graduation day. It's so boring having to sit in the class and listen to lectures. Well, Naruto isn't wrong. Many things will happen to him after his graduation, and it's gonna be exciting. Thanks.